He chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win in the division. I feel like you know what I mean. I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rodgers. He was with our team over the last couple of years. This is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean for?
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. And today we bring back another special guest, Mr. Gayle Saunders from 4th and JAWN. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing pretty good, Randall, man. Thanks for having me back. I know we're about to talk about some exciting preseason.
Yes. Man, though, I would like to say, though, I think everybody needs to calm down. You know, I kind of get it. You know, we got blown out 35-0, which is embarrassing no matter how you look at it. But at the same time, you know, like they say, we did all of our first team reps and we were beating up on them all week long. So, you know, that's where you get your good, you know, game-like situation going with the first team. And, you know, you could try new plays that can't be scouted through a preseason game. So, you know, I feel like all week we heard them beating up on the Patriots. So, you know, you had to give them one chance to be back up on us. So, and it just so happened to be the game. So, how you feel about it?
Well, I mean, being at some of the joint practices, I was at one last week with the Patriots and the Eagles, and I felt like I got to see the vibe that people were talking about. You know, like it's a different vibe than when I saw last night. Obviously, it was the second and third stringers and the fourth stringers playing, but I did get to see some of Jalen Hurts and the wide receivers connected, and I hear a lot of people talking about, you know, they got to get a game in together. But I feel like, you know, I think they're really trying to hide what they're doing. They're not really trying to expose their game plans. Obviously, it's vanilla. Lane Johnson talked about it being vanilla, what they're showing. But at the end of the day, execution is execution. Stuff that we saw was kind of like, you know, I think Joe Flacco put raisins in the offense. It was a little unseasoned.
Man,
that was an unseasoned performance by a seasoned vet. So,
right.
So I mean, I told people before the game, I said the price of admission is really Devonta Smith.
Yeah,
like I'm here to see Devonta Smith. I got to see that. I got to see the crisp routes. So for me, you know, like I that was the win. That was the win for me. I tried to find the silver lining, and that was it.
Oh yeah, man. Devonta did a good job on a couple of those routes. He should have caught that first one at that back shoulder one, you know. But like I said, it was a little rusty. But if you turned around a little bit quicker, could have caught that. But like you said, Flacco, man, I don't want either one of these backups playing for real. For real, we need to like cut both of them and find someone else to be a backup quarterback. Man, I am over the Flacco. I never was really under him to be exact. Like I never really liked them in the first place. But you know, neither one of these guys are playing no winning football.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't exciting by any means. The Eagle fans in the stadium were very up, you know, like it is preseason, right? But the Eagle fans were upset at the fact that it was just kind of like the product was poor, and you're seeing like, you know, the play that Michael Jacquet got okey doked. It's, you know, it's one thing that, you know, I think Eagle fans went into this game thinking that they were going to see Jalen Hurts first team. And I was down there filming in the end zone, and then I got footage of Jalen Hurts dancing around, having a good time. He was throwing, you know, to his wide receivers, and by everything that I saw, there was no, I didn't see him, you know, feel sick at all. But I mean, obviously, he could have got sick in the hallway or whatever in the locker room. But the fact that people were just like, "Yo, Jalen's not playing." Jalen, you could hear the fans in the stand go, "Jalen's not playing. Jalen's not playing."
Right?
Joe Flacco's playing. So I mean, I think from right off the bat, fans were just like, you know, a little bummed not to see the first team out there.
As soon as we seen Flacco out there, like all the energy was already going away. Like, whoa, what's going on with Flacco out here first? And then like from then on, everything that happened after that situation, it was downhill from there. You know, like it was horrible.
I mean, even in the defensive line, I was filming the defensive line warming up. I saw Fletcher Cox walk in. All right, no uniform, okay. BG come out, okay. Josh Sweat, I was like, okay.
Yeah, we about to do something.
I was like, they're not dressing. So you know, the first team defensive line didn't even play out there. I think Derek Barnett didn't even dress either. So it was like, you know, it was a vibe that they were going with. I think, you know, again, I think they're taking these joint practices seriously. Like those are the more competitive game, you know, competitive scenarios and controlled environments, you know, where they could say no one's really filming this.
Yes.
You know, the first day I was filming one-on-ones, I was getting crazy. I mean, I had the Quez Watkins clip I had. It had like over 150,000 views on that thing. Like people want to see these one-on-ones, and the next day they were like, no filming one-on-ones. Well, they only give you a certain amount of time to film, and the second day they were like, no filming one-on-one. So I'm glad that first day I got to film them. Hopefully the Jets Eagles practice to let me film something, because that's where it's at. Like I really want to see them against different opponents and see how they fare up. But
and everybody want to see that, and I get it for sure. Especially if you're paying money to go to a preseason game, you know, you want to see your star players play. You know, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm kind of liking what Nick's doing. You know, he's keeping everybody on edge. You know, because either he gonna flop hard and take a burning of a beating, or he's a very smart man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, none of this is getting on. I'm not putting none of my good stuff on tape at all. You know, Falcons, you're gonna have to guess every step of the way come game one. You know, and like he said, he already said in his interview today, like, yeah, he's gonna do it again this week. You know what I'm saying? Like when they asked him about Jalen, he's like, I'm not worried about it. We got 4 practices, you know, and 2 against another opponent where he's going to get plenty of good, you know, reps in there, you know, because that's the stuff that really matters to him, is making sure that when we're going against these other teams that the starters are doing their thing there. And as long as they're doing their thing there, hey, I'm still on belief that we're still fine. I think everybody's kind of overreacting a little bit, you know, like our 3rd and 4th team, a lot of those players aren't even going to be here in 2 weeks. You know, a lot of those guys going to be on the free agent list, but so
you know, it's funny because like people will say that preseason doesn't matter. I mean, just from a roster standpoint and looking at the back roster, I mean, it's important for those guys to put on good tape. Like if some of these guys aren't going to be, what's up, Tom? If some of these guys aren't going to be here, they have to put on good tape for other teams. So I think it's so important for them. You know, I was talking to some family members from the team who were very, you know, because they're concerned because their life could change. They might have to move. They might have to and their concerns were legitimate because they're like, you know, depending on their performance, like they could be cut next week. So I you know, heard from a couple of family members who were like, I'm nervous. So I mean, it is important in that sense, but to be overly like pissed about it the next day, I can go like last week. The the way the offense moved last week,
Mhm.
that was enough for me to like fly high for 1 week. You know, obviously offensively we suck, defensively we suck, but the performance that Devonta Smith, the little bit that I got to see, that's enough for me to keep flying for another week. So I'm good. I'm just a little bit. The execution was poor, like especially in front of. I mean, Eagle fans were booing their own team at preseason, and
Yeah.
and the biggest highlight of the day was probably the frisbees that were thrown to dogs at halftime.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even kidding. Like the crowd was more hyped for dogs catching frisbees because
Man.
they were out there doing some spectacular catches. We didn't really. I mean, the dog caught it like
Put a jersey on him.
It was like a 60-yard throw. Dog grabbed it. Like he's out there. We out here catching them, unlike Aguilar. So it was just a really weird vibe. It's probably one of the worst preseason games that I've seen in person. But I stuck it out. I stuck it out the whole time. I stuck it out. Yep. I stuck it out.
That's dedication. You know, that's still showing support. You know, which all those guys that were playing in that third and fourth quarter needed some kind of support. So I'm glad you're one of those Eagles fans, you know, still cheering for those guys.
I mean, I want to see the reps. I want to see what these guys bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I seen Joe last night, man. We were Joe was hype.
I bet he was.
Joe was amped up, locked the champ up. I had to calm him down. I'm like, bro, it's all right. We're gonna be okay.
I'm jealous. At least he made it there. I'm still trying to get the feeling.
Yeah, we sat together for a couple quarters, and it's just you know, it was good to see the support. There's a lot of Eagle fans that were there in support of the team, but you know, you know, as Joe said, he was a little PO'd. Some people weren't as pissed off, and again, like some people were just like, yo, as long as they they're healthy for week 1, the whole team's there. I'm good. Again, if I didn't see joint practices, I might felt a certain way, but I'm feeling pretty good about this squad so far.
So when you were watching joint practice, you said you couldn't record it, but you were actually still able to watch the whole practice.
You could record for about good 45 minutes, half hour. So I was getting running back one-on-ones with the linebackers, Patriots linebackers, and tight ends, and then I saw that the wide receivers or the cornerbacks were going at it, so I ran up the way, and I was like, got my way in the front, got my clips on, and then when it came to like team period, you couldn't film. So I was just trying. I stuck a couple in there, but you know,
was everybody telling the truth? Like, were we just totally dominate during those periods?
No, I mean they were pretty much shitting on them. Defensively, they could not. They couldn't. Well, there's like 14 straight plays in the red zone. They couldn't score on us. Ooh. They couldn't stop our defensive line. I mean, Josh Sweat, those guys were animals, man.
Right?
They couldn't stop our. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Like,
so with that narrative of being, you know, they did all the heavy work during those 2 joint practices. Is that satisfying enough? You know, knowing for this week, like you said, I know you said Devonta Smith was satisfying enough, but just knowing that you watched this joint practice, you've seen us tear it up against them. So what happened yesterday is kind of like a fluke, like whatever. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think it is whatever, but for me, for the back end of the roster guys that I wanted to see shine, like you know, Travis Fulgham.
What did he do?
Like that's what, you know, those are the concerns that I'm looking for. Like I wanted to see Fulgham stand out at some point. For me, that's a L for him, for his stock. You know, some guys got reps out there. Miles Sanders had 2 runs or something?
2 runs.
So it's like you're like, what, you know, it is what it is, you know.
What about is he Jack Stahl? He was our leading receiver, right?
He was out there. Baby. He was out there. And now he's got an opportunity. I mean, Tyree Jackson might be a while that he gets that IR. And maybe he's not fully ready yet, but the fact that he got a good camp in, and when he's ready, and you got Richard Rodgers in the tank. Yeah, crew went down.
And that looked bad because that was a non-contact.
Yeah, I was filming the cart, and like everyone, the whole team came out, and it was everybody was like, "Was that Flacco?" I was like, and I was like, "No, it's crew," and everyone was like, some dude's like, "I wish it was Flacco." I was like, "Damn!" I was like, Eagle fans are no joke, man.
But Flacco's garbage, man. I've been saying Flacco's garbage. I had watched whatever I did watch last year of him when he was on the Jets. I was not impressed, and it's like everybody keeps talking about what he did with Baltimore. That was a long time ago, like he can't have any
MVP,
credit. Who cares
Super Bowl MVP.
15 was that like 10, 15 years ago? Like,
and now everybody's well, not everybody, but certain radio stations are now calling for another Super Bowl MVP and Nick Foles. I'm like, come on, man.
I wouldn't mind Nick Foles.
I mean,
I don't see him being a problem like he would have been if Carson was still here. Cause I don't think Jalen's worried about it, and I think now Eagles fans should know damn well that he is not no starting quarterback either. So you shouldn't want to thrust him into anything, but to be a security blanket for if Jalen Hurts get hurt, I'm down with that, man. I think we should go get Nick and bring him back. He already got a statue here.
What about Gardner Minshew?
Minshew, huh?
I mean, his old GM is.
But that's kind of like the same thing.
Is here. He's with Howie right now in the front office, so I think he would be, at least he's younger.
But wasn't that just like the same thing we just did with Mullins? And I was giving Mullins some credit, but what he did yesterday, all that credit I gave him is gone. It's gone, man. This guy's trash.
Well, I mean, there's a one play. What was like 20 seconds he was holding on to the ball. I was like, bro, to get rid of the ball. 13 seconds.
Doesn't know how to play football no more. Like he had some good games last year. Like I watched a couple of highlights.
Yeah, I mean, it's serviceable for a couple games. And
do you think it's because he's with the third and fourth team?
I mean, that's something I had mentioned. I was like, he's the kind of guy that you're gonna have to like protect. Like, can he think on the fly? Like, Mac Jones was throwing some. I think you have to give him respect and say Mac Jones, because I feel like he was out there throwing some balls with some zip. At least he got their offense moving, and that's what. Put together a couple of drives. You don't even have to score. Like put together a couple of drives. I mean, I feel like the Patriots offense was moving. The only guy, their kicker, was missing kicks left and right. Like that dude, I don't know if he took the train back home.
Right, because he was missing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, bright spots. I mean, Alex Singleton.
Dude, I love Singleton. Pretty much Singleton and Wilson were my two game ball getters.
Okay.
Those guys were making tackles, especially Singleton. He was all over the field, man. Laying hits, not missing any tackles at all. I remember he got so tired he kept patting his helmet to come out, and they didn't let him out for a couple more plays. He's like, "Hey guys, come on, I'm making every tackle here." I
was wondering if the COVID was actually affecting him when I was watching him. Like he was breathing heavy on the sideline. I was just like, I wonder if not that it looked like like he was out there still doing this thing, but I think the way that the defense is set up, the defensive front, this could work to their skill sets. Roaming and flying to the ball. I mean, how many tackles did it rack up in a short amount of time?
Yeah,
like 8 tackles, 7 solo.
Like yeah, by himself. He did good. I was really impressed with the linebackers. They did pretty good there. Sean Bradley wasn't playing too bad, but definitely Singleton and Wilson, they were making tackles. Like Wilson, when he was only in there for a little bit, but when he was in there, he was getting his head around the ball a lot there. And I want to see those guys continue it. Both of those guys are tackling machines, and that's a bright spot to be looking forward to this season with our offense. Since Kayvon went down with a growing, I want to see some more Kayvon.
Cam Newton talking to smack after. Did you see him talking about calling him glitter?
Who?
Kayvon.
I didn't hear that part.
You know, Kevin was talking smack in the joint practices, calling him check down king and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
You know, the fact that he was talking smack, I said, all right, youngin, okay. And then Cam Newton was calling him glitter. He was calling him a cheerleader. He's like, they're like, why are you calling him glitter? He's like, because usually cheerleaders wear glitter.
oh man.
I was like, all right, Cam, you talking that? Cam's like, I'm an OG. Don't disrespect me, son.
But he steals garbage too. Like Cam's not the same Cam. I heard all week he was getting lit up and picks and stuff like that in practice, and then he went what 8 for 9 yesterday. 8 for 9. Cam went. I'm not that big on Cam anymore either. Something happened. I think he's got beat up too much when he's.
Oh, he said, you know, he dealt with COVID too, so he said that it took a lot out of him. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean with the COVID taking. It's bad, man. It's bad.
No, I hear you.
It makes you weak.
I think the vanilla type situations, whether it be defense or offense, it shows like in these situations if like these true skill sets can come and be on full display. Because if it's just like really vanilla, your athletic abilities can take over and showcase what it is. I mean, defensively out here, Cam Newton was like, well, you tell your defense to stop running zone. And then I wouldn't be, you know, if the defense is given what they're not really trying to display. I think they ran a couple blitzes, maybe one blitz last night.
Did it?
Yeah.
The whole time. It seemed like
I think someone was saying they ran one blitz or something, but overall, I just felt like they're doing something where they're just like, we're not going to show you much. We're going to keep it straight vanilla. We'll keep the league guessing. We'll keep Eagle fans guessing. Like, we do not know what this offense is
at all. Like 0%, man. 0%.
Like, I have no idea.
I'm excited about it though. I'm like, he better have a whole arsenal of plays and formations coming.
I mean,
make us excited that first week, or he gonna get fired.
I mean, look at the Colts offense. It's probably gonna look similar. You're gonna have. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of dressing on it. There's gonna be orbit motion. There's gonna be jet sweeps. There's gonna be rolling out of the pocket. They're gonna take advantage of Jalen's mobility. I mean, obviously, if Flacco's running, it might be Wacko Flacco because Wacko Flacco because he's not going to be able to run some of the plays that Jalen's design plays. But I feel like from standing in the pocket, I mean, if you block for Flacco, he should be able to hit. You know, he should be able to hit the short, intermediate stuff, and he doesn't. He still has a run. He still has a gun though. I'm not gonna say gun, but he can throw deep.
Yeah. I still feel like he had some pressure, and some of them throws were still garbage.
I mean, it's not. There's nothing exciting about Flacco or Mullins. Like
he was sitting there on the bench, like he did a great job today, and I was like, Flacco, stop smiling, man. Like that was great.
Oh, the presser that he had. I was just like, oh, this is awkward. Like I was watching it, and then I was like, why am I watching this? So it's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, why am I watching this? I thought Sirianni in his presser, he looked a little, I would say lost for words. I think he was just, because everybody was like, oh, what's up with Jalen? Like,
that was a horrible story.
Stomach infection.
That was the most ridiculous thing ever.
So everyone's like, oh, was this a stomach infection gate? Like, is this real, or are you guys lying, or?
I think he was lying.
What do you think he was lying? You thought?
Yes, man. The dude's not doing a Michael Jackson on the field, and then all of a sudden turn around.
I was like,
to the hospital so he can go check out his stomach. Man, get out of here.
If you go to Twitter right now, you can see the video that I posted of him dancing, and he was doing his warm ups and throwing the ball. He looked fine. I mean,
I think he knew he wasn't going to play him.
Well, Lane Johnson said he thought he was going to play, and then some coaches came up to him and was like, "You're not playing tonight."
That's what I'm talking about, Richie. I love Richie's excitement. 17-0, my God. That's your proof. You know, that's our fan side for sure. 17-0, and then proving otherwise, man. I've been saying it.
I'm like, Richie, we're not going 17-0. I guarantee you.
Hey, don't kill his dreams, man. You know, it's possible.
Richie's
Anything's
like,
possible in the world.
bitch, don't kill my vibe. I mean, when was the last time that team went 17-0?
No namers in the house. What up, my guy? And we're definitely not even bringing up the Watson thing, Richie. So just go ahead and drop that one.
I get that question every week.
Don't you hate it?
3 times a week. It's just right now, it's not what you bring to the mix.
It's just not. And it's not. He's still not even playing yet. So he's still not even in the.
Until he's on the team. Then we start talking about him.
Yeah, like he get too much hype on the Eagles channels. You know,
there's this one dude on Twitter. He said announce the signing to. I forget who his name is, but he's under every single post. Every single post, he's out there.
Watson.
Yeah, I'm like, hey.
Give it to us.
No, I mean overall, I just feel like the vibe in training camp amongst Jalen's the guy. Everyone's dialed in. He's got the team, he got the offense flowing. Defensively, they look good. The defensive line out here putting in work, so I'm good.
Yeah, man. He said that was a whooping, but what do you think the Eagles need to do? Just keep doing what they're doing, man. Like I tell you, man. Like we started out the game with our second and third team players against their starters, and then went down from there. So the starters
we had Sumalo and Jordan Mailata play a couple snaps.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just again, I think just it's them looking at the back end of the roster and seeing which guys start to pop. I mean, I think that was more important for them. I mean, fans are like, can I see something? I mean, but the fact that you did get to see Devonta Smith play,
the big three were out there most of the.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see something. It's just not exciting with Flacco throwing to these guys.
No,
I mean, his ball placement was a little off too. And then, the thing that bothers me is just like how the media will report, like, oh, he dropped his first 2 targets. Like,
come on now.
Like, I'm not even gonna put that out there. Like, there's a thing. I like if you watch Devonta Smith's presser after the game, he was upset.
Yeah, he was.
One beat reporter said like, oh, to knock off the rust. He's like, knock off the rust. He was like, I've seen a lot of his pressers so far, and he looked like he was like, he was tight. He was tight.
Yeah. Remember that?
He was tight. Like I could see it, and he was tense because when it said rust.
Remember he was like, "Yeah, I guess I need to be hitting the judge a little bit more than what I'm already doing."
Bro, it's like 1,000 balls. Like he has the same routine, 1,000 after practice. Like that's like I have footage on my phone of him and the young other wideouts 30 minutes after practice working on releases. Like this kid is no joke. This is coming off of his injury. And I'm like just watching how he's moving. I'm like, yo, he's moving good. He's moving good.
He said, he got a question. Would you trade Diller Flacco to the Raiders for Mariota? Yeah. Like that. Done.
Yeah, but would they do that?
Both of them. Bye. I like Mariota too. I think he'd be a great backup.
I'm surprised they didn't get Tyrod Taylor as a backup.
He went to the Texans, right?
Yeah, he went to the Texans, but I his relationship with Steichen.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would have worked because he had his best years with Steichen.
Yeah, I mean, you're just wondering, like maybe they, Maybe I don't know what happened. Maybe he didn't like Steichen.
Minshew, so the Minshew thing. Minshew is just a free agent right now. Like no one picked him up,
Is he a free agent?
or is he on the Jags?
I thought he was on the Jags.
So he's backing up Sunshine.
Why you calling him Sunshine, man?
No, I just like calling him Sunshine. You know, this long hair. Remember the Titans, Sunshine.
Yeah, I think he's ready to go, man. He's playing with them, right?
But he's not playing, obviously, because that's Lawrence's team, man.
Oh, for sure.
And then you got to trade for him. Like, what would you trade to get a bit you?
I mean, if you get a late round pick, 6th round pick, if you move Dillard
in the 6.
Well, I mean, if Dillard, because people are just saying, like the going rate would probably be a 6th rounder for like Dillard at this moment.
Disrespectful.
Not showing anything, man. We were trying to give first team reps.
Huh? He's still young. You know, there's always those coaches out there like they're just not using him right. We can make something out of the kid.
But you think about this. Stoutland makes everyone like. If Stoutland can't make you look good,
true.
Like that's probably a problem.
And he can make Mailata into an all-pro guy, and he didn't even play football before.
That's what people are saying. Like, yo, if he can make a guy who never played football before look like something. Yeah, I mean, but in terms of Minshew's second string right now with the Jags, and they got CJ Beathard and Jake Luton.
If we did want to use that Jags connection, I want to send
you trying to get CJ Henderson?
Yeah. Send Ertz over there so they can have a tight end. And then they'd be able to be the star tight end again, and we get a young cornerback. That'd be a huge deal. I think that would make a pretty big impact.
Well, I heard that they were trying to trade for CJ Henderson during the draft. That was something they were trying to do. That's what I heard. But the fact that CJ Henderson is floating out there, some people are like, why don't you trade whatchamacallit, Zach Ertz down there?
Yeah. I think that'd be perfect. They need a tight end. Zach can go there and be the lead tight end so he can boost up those stats. It'd only be a year for him because this is his contract year anyway. So he wouldn't have to stay there. Mm-hmm. He'd just be playing there for a year. He'd get more balls there than he's going to get here with Goddard. You know, with both of them playing, that means both of them are not going to get that many balls. There's not that many balls to give around.
Yeah.
He'd get more opportunity there.
Richie saying, why was Flacco yelling at Smith after the 4th and goal when he overthrew? I didn't see that. He was yelling at him?
Flacco just want to blame somebody. That was you. I've been open.
You don't be yelling at Devonta.
What up?
My guy. Don't be yelling at Devonta.
He said they need a left tackle. He must be still talking about the Raiders. See? The Raiders need a left tackle.
Who else someone just went down recently. That was Lawson went down with an Achilles with the Jets.
Who?
Carl Lawson.
Is that their tackle?
Their defensive end.
But I'm at the range where I don't want to get rid of Barnett no more.
Barnett's having a good camp.
Yeah.
Well,
I want Sweat to start.
Oh yeah, Sweat Sweat is Lane Johnson recently said 2 players that would break out, his breakout players. Lane Johnson said Jordan Mailata and Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
He's like Josh Sweat. He's like
beast.
I mean that makes me feel good. I'm excited about what he's gonna bring to the table.
And Milton's playing good too.
Bridgewater. Before the season, I was like, I'd take Bridgewater before Flacco.
But he's going to start over there in Denver, right?
Is he?
Drew Lock is his only competition, and that guy's not looking too bright. Right?
I mean,
I heard he was doing all right in practice, man.
all
I
right.
think we're going to be able to get him away.
I mean, right now they have. Yeah, I mean, right now he's
Starting?
leading the way.
Yeah.
I mean, before the season started, I was like, he'd be a better option for me than Flacco.
There's a lot of options in Flacco, man. I still feel like I still want to see us bring back Newman. What's that guy been doing?
Who?
You know, since we cut him. Jamie Newman?
Probably.
Is he still has he not got picked up? Because we can get rid of Mullins and let him play the last preseason.
Probably think about
what he
his
did
next career.
I think he did something to make the Eagles mad. The way they did him like that.
Well, I mean, maybe he wasn't picking up the offense.
But in the little highlights you seen him, he looked like he was doing good, man. Like the little drills and stuff.
Remember he left Georgia?
Yeah, he did leave. Kirk Cousins drove trash. Whoa.
I mean, Kirk Cousins has put together a decent enough career to get what, $90 million for 3 years of service.
Ballin'.
I mean, if you believe it or not, Kirk Cousins changed the game contract wise.
Yes, he did.
All these quarterbacks are like, yo, if you can give semi Kirk Cousins that money, bro,
I need it.
We're getting ours.
Yeah. And I think that's where it's really messing up because a lot of these guys are getting paid too much money. They don't deserve all the money.
You know how many around the league they were just like, yo, did you just pay Kirk Cousins this money, Vikings? You know what you just did to the rest of the league?
Killed it. Killed them. You know?
Speaking of Washington football team, they got the Fear the Beard down there, huh?
Hey, how about we trade Flacco for Henne?
Chad Henne?
Not Henne. What's his Heineken? I mean.
Oh, Heineke. Oh, okay.
You
He's
you got two, veterans over there, and we get
who his roommate in college was?
Who?
On the Eagles?
Who?
Special teams.
Jake Elliott?
Nope. Snaps it to Jake Elliott. Mr. Lovato.
Lovato, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually good friends. Really good friends.
See, maybe you can go talk him over. Hey, they're not giving you no respect over here in Washington. Come to Philly. We'll give you Mullins and Flacco.
It's gonna be hurt season, so we don't have to worry about any of that, okay?
I'm telling you, he has to stay healthy the whole year.
Just take Pepto-Bismol before the game, bro. Imagine us as civilians getting put on blast every time we have a bubble guts. It's all over the news.
Right?
Is it bubble? Stomach? They say stomach infection.
They said infection. But how do you get an infection in your stomach that fast?
Hey man, everybody hits Taco Bell. They have their moments of weakness. I went to Taco Bell last week and got 4 tacos and a bean burrito for no reason. So
4 tacos and a bean burrito. You had the bubble guts.
No, I was good. I'm just saying, you might catch you might have caught a bad one. You ever been food poisoned?
Yes, I ate Jack's once when I first moved here to Alabama, man. I never even heard of Jack's because in California we had Jack in the Box, And then I get here to Alabama and they don't have, it's the same sign, the same logo. They kind of just like Carl's Jr. They don't have Carl's Jr., they have Hardee's. But it's like the same signs and the same logos as, California Jack in the Box and Carl's Jr. And I was like, oh, so this must be a Jack in the Box. They just call it Jack's here in the South. And man, I ate it and I was messed up bad for day. I've tried them twice since I've been here and both times I got 6. So I was done with it.
So there goes your sponsorship from Jax.
Sorry, Jax.
Hey man, I caught a bad one on Wendy's.
Wendy's?
Bacon cheeseburger. Just had a drink. Got home, was throwing up left and right. Like it was like I was throwing up. I couldn't. I was just like, yo, I don't know what the hell happened to me. But they didn't say. Did they say he threw up, or they just said
No.
he just said pains?
No.
And Sirianni said he was holding his side, and he said, like for a guy. Shout out to Dante. For a guy that tough to be in that much pain, it had to. I was like, and that my thing is like, if he's not sick and y'all are out here as lying like actors, I'm like, come on, man, don't do this dumb shit.
It just was dumb the way he sounded stupid when he said it to me. I was like, what? Like,
because Lane Johnson was like, even like, yeah, I don't even know what happened. Like in terms of like, yeah, because he was on with the D Gun and Mark Farcetta and Devin Caney, I believe. And he was like, yeah, I don't even know what happened there. Like, and it sounded like a gag order. Like, yeah, I'm not touching that one at all.
At all. 0%.
Just go with it, Lane.
And then you remember he's like, oh, so you're saying that he's still at the hospital? Well, I know he's not still at the hospital. I don't know if he came back to the stadium. He could have came back and got his car. I know he just wasn't back there at the end. I was like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Like, you don't know where your player's at all?
I know. I do know Lane was upset with the execution. He thought it was a poor performance. He's like, that's not how we do things.
Even though he didn't play.
I know he probably wanted to play. Yo, you get any football player, you put on pads, you put the whole 9 on, you get spatted up.
Right.
Like, I mean, you get spatted up.
That's when you knew it was time to go.
Yo, you get spatted up, and you hit the field, and you tell me I'm not playing. Like, I just got spatted up. Took me about 40 minutes to get nice. Got the wristbands on, ready. Everything is fresh, and you tell me I'm not playing. Oh,
hey, Studstill.
I'm with it.
Bringing him back. I don't know.
I mean, at least didn't Sudfeld hit Mark Michelle against Dory Jackson?
Yeah, man. Sudfeld was great in the preseason, I think. I think
all right, you know.
He sucked in the game though. And that's the problem. All these guys suck.
But we do have to remember that it's not the same offense.
It's not the same offense. But
oh yeah, man. Let's talk about those routes, man.
Yes. The ankle breaker.
Look at that the route he's talking about. You look at his routes are so precise. Like, you got to get a protractor, and the way that he the angles that he takes to get separation, and the way that he threatens them, right? And then flattens his route. Look at where he separates. When he flattens his routes, they're so precise that he's getting open. Like it's like a work of art. It's like watching Picasso paint. I thought it.
Oh man, Gayle took.
Right.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
You back in action, Mike?
Yeah.
Were you freezing up?
That was yours. I was
on mine. You frozen
on the TV. Yeah, it was you that left. Cause you started breaking up a little while ago.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Why you disrespecting my Wi-Fi guy?
I'm not disrespecting anything, guy. It is what it is, you know.
No, I'm playing.
But dude, like you were saying though, and that's what everybody was saying, and they're not worried about Devonta Smith because if you're watching, he's gonna be open. You know, there's nothing that's stopping him from being open this year. Like, his foot action is way too deep for anybody to really mess with him. Like
the casual fan who doesn't really know anything and is like complaining about anything that Devonta Smith did. Meanwhile, Chad Johnson or Ocho Cinco, whatever you want to say, is like, yo, are you watching what Devonta Smith is doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you watching his releases? Like, that's telling you, man. I'm telling you, if you play, I play receiver, so I be looking at, I'm like jaw dropped. I'm like, look at that, it's a work of art.
To be
Look at
that,
that.
like, boom,
And
on a
he's
dime.
flattening the routes. The DBs, you can tell it in their body language after he's getting separation. Like, he's like, bro, like, he just put me in a blender.
Right?
And that's something you can hang your head on today, guys. I guess
And
hang
even
your head on
like
that.
they compared him like Marvin Harrison. Do you think Marvin was that smooth in route running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce, who's in the Hall of Fame, said Marvin Harrison.
That's the best.
If there's anyone that knows how to run routes and a Hall of Famer, Isaac Bruce, I'm gonna listen. And he didn't have to say that; he said it, and everyone's been saying that.
Who's better, Marvin or Rice in the routes?
I mean, Jerry's nice too, because you think about Jerry, how slow Jerry's not a burner.
What up, JC?
You know what I mean?
He wasn't that fast. But the separation from his routes, see, that's what people don't realize. Like, Devontae's fast too. And he can get that separation. You know? When he caught his first catch, he like basically jetted up for an extra like 4 yards. And did a nice little dive. I don't know if I want him diving like that though. Not in preseason, he don't have to do all that. But it showed that he wanted every yard, and that's good.
Shout out to JC. I saw him at open practice.
Yeah, I seen you guys. Remember?
They're having
like,
having a good old time.
You need to get out here. I'm like, hey guys.
They're having a good old time out there.
I was watching you guys. You know,
Eagles on Centers was out there too.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I need to get out there, man. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
No, I mean that's what's it's great to see all the content creators out here. I mean, it's not everybody's that welcoming, but some people are. But you'll see like it is what it is, man. It's just good to meet all the people out here putting out content.
Yeah, and that'd be fun. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have to, if you wanted to, you don't even have to do, a StreamYard type deal. You can actually be out there. Y'all can be at like a local pub or something, or the Xfinity, whatever you guys call it, and just doing a show live there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I stopped by there yesterday. It was super packed. I was there last Saturday. It was dead, and then last night was like after the game, people were just like, roaming around. People were tailgating yesterday.
What?
People were tailgating at like 3:00, bro.
What?
Yeah, preseason. People were out there.
That's serious.
No, I mean the tailgating scene is like a whole nother. That's like a whole nother part of.
Like doing it the whole game.
I mean, some people just watch tailgate outside and watch their TV outside.
Like you hear in the stadium behind you.
Yep.
That would be bad if you had like a nice TV.
Some people tailgate and go right into Xfinity Live and watch it with like thousands of people on a big jumbotron.
It's free to go in there, right?
I believe you have to pay $10 or something.
That's not bad. But there's like all the TVs are on the Eagles game?
No, it's a huge jumbotron. Like 4,000 people could watch at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, man.
And they have like 4 bars, 5 bars that have it playing. So and then the main stage you can watch the game, but it's crazy.
It's the Eagles play so bad we lost Gayle for a moment.
So it was me.
Yeah, I told you.
Here I am. I'm like, damn, my Wi-Fi is straight. I'm feeling bad for your Wi-Fi. I'm like, damn, Randall, they got him.
You gotta get him. No, man. I got that good Wi-Fi over here.
He's like, yo, I got Verizon, my guy. Yeah, man. I am geeked out about going to the joint practice. That's the one thing. I'll be going to that on Tuesday.
Both? Do you go to both days or do you just go one?
I got one.
That's good. Is that like you just pay for that or they just invite you?
Not like random people, man. Just be looking out. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy Mel. You look out, man, and these are, hey, man. This is why community is important.
Yes.
Trying to get in. Obviously, in one of these days, you get credentialized. We've been credentialized for the Senior Bowl and stuff like that. But being a credentialized, like Eagles member, who's that? I can't pronounce his last name. Andrew, with Inside the Birds, he got credentialized for his first Eagles game. So it's good to watch community members make this step to the next level to get into. Imagine going to the Eagles game, watching it in the booth. But for me, it's still being a fan is it's important. Cause I can analyze the game, but being a fan to me is also important. I don't want to lose that. Imagine being in the because when you get in the booth, you can't cheer. You can't even cheer. That's frowned upon.
You can't?
No, you can't cheer.
Oh,
as a beat writer, you can't be up in the booth cheering. You can't be high-fiving the next guy. It's not how you do things.
Well, what isn't Merrill Reese he be cheering all the time when he's being in the booth?
But he's not with the media.
When he's calling the shows?
Well, he's doing his thing in his booth, but in the beat writers are you're there to report on the game. It's not you get food, you get fed.
That's good. Good food.
They got good food.
Steaks.
I don't know about steaks, but they do get fed well. So tomorrow I'm going to the Eagles Autism Challenge in the morning.
Nice.
Starting at 8:00, raising money for autism challenge. There'll be a lot of players out there. Hopefully, I get to meet.
Signing autographs. Yes.
Yeah, it was a great event 2 years ago. I went. It was a really good event. I thought it would just, now that it's opened up again, I thought it would be a great time to just go back out there and just do something for the community. They do a good job at that, Eagles.
Probably going to be a little couple of events going to be coming back until the season starts, huh?
Yeah, you do a 5K, and then you come into the back of the stadium, and you walk through the whole stadium where the players come through, and then you shoot you right out onto the field.
What?
Yeah, and then you get to take I don't know how it is with the COVID this year, but situation, they usually let you take photos with the players.
Oh yeah, let's go Birds. I put that in your inbox, man. Let me know about that.
Oh, we got to set up a time. I know you do a lot of lunch shows.
Yeah.
I gotta work over here. Nickelodeon and MTV, they'd be like, "Yo, write me that contract." So it's either after 6, or I could do lunches, but I'm not. We'll get that settled. No, but it is, bro. It really is.
So you're gonna do a 5K tomorrow?
Walking.
He was walking.
I'm not running. You could do a bike ride too. You could do a bike ride. You could run. And then they have certain age limits, brackets.
Oh, so they the younger people, the people that are running or something.
They have
first, and then the next people go, and then
they have I think they all walk together, but there's these signups are different for kids. Younger kids that are running, but I know I know a lot of people that are going tomorrow, so it'll be a good time.
Man, that's so awesome.
There's a party. There's actually a party tonight at 7. A kickoff party tonight. So it's a pretty eventful week. The last Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, open practice. There'll probably be about 20. There's 26,000 fans out there the first time. I think fans will. They might hold it against the Eagles on Thursday. they might not show up like they did the first time.
You don't think so?
I mean, they'll show up, but I know some fans will be like,
Because they want to see. If anything,
I mean,
I think they're gonna be more just because they want to see.
I mean, if you're a crack addict like I am, anything Eagles you can get your hands on, you're like, I'm there.
That's what I said, man. I'm going down in there, man, next year.
It's bad. It's bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I mean, this is what we love. This is what we're passionate about. So in terms of that, like, this is like living life, especially during these pandemic times. Like, whatever gives you life at this moment, I think it's great. And
our team, baby, that green machine is what gives us our motivation.
But it's funny in Philly. It's so crazy how people are so. I mean, Bird fans are so connected that rant. Like, you go into I went to a Wawa and they're like, "Hey, could you tell me about Jalen? Is he okay?" People are so concerned. Like, old woman at the Wawa register was like so concerned about Jalen's bubble guts or his stomach infection. Like, they'll see you with gear on, and people would just want to talk birds. It's hilarious, actually. Jets hurts. Flock. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good question. I mean, I feel like it's got me questioning on whether I should drive up to watch the game, because do I want to drive all? I probably will, because I'm crazy like that.
Right.
But I'm not going to be excited about going up there.
I think we should expect to see the same thing happen.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do their little stuff in the practice, off the camera, where they can really get nitty gritty, work some scheme stuff. And then the preseason is going to be vanilla anyway, so you're not going to see too many of anybody out there. I want to see, like you said, we need to figure out the back end of this receiver.
I got questions.
Who's going to play? We can't just have.
I don't have questions as in questions. I have questions as in, like Fogelman has to really stand up. I feel like it's
nothing.
You know what I mean? We're talking about that opportunity, that window where he had a perfect opportunity to really shine with Devonta Smith being out.
Yeah.
So now you're still like, will the real Travis Fulgham please stand up? Because that 4-game streak that he had is looking more like
a fluke.
I'm not gonna say fluke. Super Mario brother, when he eats the little, and he's like, I feel like I'm like, bro. I mean, what? And I feel bad because I feel like there's a part to there's a maturity level that players have to get to take them to the next step to be great. I feel like, and I don't think all players equally find that. I think Quez, he found that. Like, he found something. He got in his bag.
Star for sure, babe. He's got the Infinity Star going.
I put this video out of him. It was JC, the Patriots corner, hit him before the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like put on the juice and just took it. And then he looked back real disrespectful. It was like, yeah, you're on the ground.
Right.
But even the coaching points that Sirianni was talking about, like if you watched, Eagles released a video just talking about the hard jab and the way that Sirianni was talking about, if you're a 3-point shooter, like you got to take that jab step to get open to take that 3, and you got to jab hard. And I posted a video of Jalen Reagor, you like embracing the coaching and using the jab step, getting off on. He threw 2 jabs in his slant route, and you saw the separation that it. And I'm like, going back to earlier in the practices when Sirianni was killing Reagor, he was like getting on him, like, yo, like, and what, 2 weeks, and then a couple practices later, 1 hand grab, next week, one hand stick grab,
Yeah.
and then here we go. Like he's taking to the coaching because you're seeing. I'm looking at these routes, and they
They're
look
clean.
crispy.
Yeah, they're clean, man. Like he put on the clinic too. Him and Quez together, man. He definitely putting on the clinic out there. You know. And later, Big Dog hit me up in the DM on Twitter, my guy. We
Yo,
get it going on.
Can I get a second to give you a hat tip out here for your hard work and your accomplishments? You're out here
Okay.
putting in a lot of work, man. It's noticeable.
Thank you, guy. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Just trying to be like.
I don't know how your DMs are, boy, but
DMs are. I be freaking.
you're the king of the DMs.
I am the king of DMs. I am DMing everybody.
I know you are.
I need everybody on the show. Okay.
People hit me up. They're like, yo, you know this Randall guy? I'm like, yo, everybody knows Randall. I'll be up on the show. Like, Randall be everywhere.
I be everywhere, man. I'm trying to get to people. You talk to your boy Prime too, man.
Huh?
Prime keep ducking me.
No, actually, Prime's getting married tomorrow.
Oh, that's probably why it was, man.
Yeah, he's getting married tomorrow, and
Mr. Prime, man, that's what's up.
He's been like prepping for everything, man. Like he said after Saturday he'll get back to normal.
Oh yeah, they got the honeymoon too. Hey, much love. I'll hit him up in like 2 weeks. Let him get through his whole celebration. You know, you gotta do that, man. You gotta do that, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff up. So yeah. What up, Big Play Slay? My guy.
BPS.
A little homie in his house. But yeah, man, you know. I need some new people. I be trying to look for that new blood. Like tonight I got another hard-working new Eagle content creator coming out. You know, his name is D Gifted.
Okay.
I guess he's smoking with the birds. I guess that's what his show's called.
It's hard to keep up, man. There's a lot of Eagles content creators out there.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I tell everyone, like everybody has their own lane. Everyone has their own flavor, and everyone has their own viewpoints. And it's always good to like share your viewpoints and be a part of the community.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to be part of the community.
No.
Some people just like to make the content. And like,
right. For sure.
And it is what it is. I to each his own.
Because it is your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like this is your time and your way you express your, Philadelphia Eagle fandom or whatever it is, it's called. And it's like maybe you happy just doing what you do and you want to keep it that way. You know?
But if I have a flat tire and break down in Alabama and I'm like,
you don't call Randall, babe. I'll be right there in my SUV.
Say, Randall.
I got the big jack too. 2 cranks. We up, baby. We up.
Your bro got a flat tire. We could talk some Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, it is part of like just I met meeting Joe Castro.
Yeah.
No, but it's like I already knew the dude. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I was like, it's like I already knew him. Like it's like not even like I'm sitting at in 115, right? And Castro's in 117. And I said, he DMs me, he's like, yo, where you at, man? I said, my hands is up. So I'm like, I said, look left. So he's looking left. I'm like, so I hit him in the DM. I'm like, look down to the left. And I'm like, and then he's like, yo.
You're always in that good seat area. That's your area? That's your area over there at the bottom?
I'm in 130, but 115. I normally sit in 115 area a couple times every year, but this year I moved over to 131. So
31, babe. Good number.
BIRDGANG.
BIRDGANG, my God. This is BIRDGANG. We're getting some no shoes too. We got our little one just came out last Saturday. So they coming.
You saw the Air Max 95s yesterday?
The one you put on Twitter?
Yeah.
Those are sick. I did see them. I was almost gonna give those away. You should have to me.
But I said to myself, you know what? I haven't I haven't made myself a pair of shoes. It's the second pair that I made for myself.
Ever?
No, probably third pair.
Man, if I was you, I would have a whole fleet of them.
I have all these shoes that are for me,
They are boxes.
but I can't even like make them because everyone else wants something. So I'm trying to like fit it in. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep these. And I'm gonna wear them tonight.
Let's get some sick ones too. I want those retro. Which one is the one? The ones with just the one strip on the bottom.
The Vans.
No, actually, I know which ones I want. I want the flights. The green and white flights. I have a pair of them too. They're all green, Kelly green actually, and I want some of those done up.
Flights.
Yeah,
I made a pair of flights. They were all white. Old school, right?
Yeah. But were you able to? You're not the one that do like you put the Dawkins and stuff on them too, like the players on them.
Have I put a Dawkins? I haven't done a I could do like a silhouette of a player.
Of like maybe get like Jalen Hurts with the Slim Reaper together on the side of the shoe.
Jalen?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you say Jalen Hurts? Oh, okay. I think you meant Jalen Mills. I was like, bro, are you okay?
No, Jalen, the Slim Reaper.
Yeah.
Gayle Saunders maybe going around the shoe.
Oh, this guy.
That'd be sick. You sell these things, man. You'd be a millionaire.
Bruh.
Balling.
See, the line is ridiculous.
I bet, man.
I'm getting hate mail. I'm getting hate mail now. I'm like,
Dude.
it is evil season right now. Like I'm trying to carry on my regular life, and
they're gonna try to keep you in a shoe factory all day long.
I'm literally surrounded by. These are gonna be the next shoe right here.
So what are you gonna do with those ones?
Midnight green.
You gonna change it all into midnight green?
Yep.
That's tight.
So when I tell you I'm surrounded by shoes, it's not even a joke.
So how long do you expect if you do get the shoe? How long are you expecting to get a return back? Like is that like 3 months?
We're on like a 2 month. It depends, like because I made a pair for Gio, and it's like I have shoes like laying around, like the shoes here. I'm ready to go. Mm-hmm. How about like Landon Dickerson the overalls? Yeah, man,
that was awesome.
Hey, you look like Hacksaw Jim Duggan meets like Hillbilly Jim.
You look like you just got out of Alabama. That's what he did. Like he just left Alabama.
Like I was tending crop and bathing the pigs.
Right? I liked it. I think that symbolized the man who he is, and I cannot wait to see Landon on the field.
My feeling about those kind of guys, I feel like he's a glue guy. You know what I mean? Oh, we got the new Zion Williams shoes.
Yeah, so you might want to change those to some eagle colors.
Yeah, my boy, shout out to my boy Anthony. He works at Jordan brand, and he put on his IG when they got Zion. When they signed Zion, I was like, yo, you just landed a big time whale.
A big deal right there. Zion's a
beast. I gotta see him. First day of school. My guy's in school, man.
He's
still putting out content.
Yeah. Let's go Birds. That's what when he said in his lunch break, you know what I'm saying? He don't really hit lunch break, you know.
It's like
yo, I'm really on my lunch break, my guy.
The bell's about to go off, my guy.
That'd be sick in the middle.
Respect it, man. Respect it.
You should get the bell in the background. That'd be even more tight, you know, because it's like you're on a lunch break.
It should be called Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell with LGB. Let's go.
My girl was watching Saved by the Bell the other day, and I was like, yeah, I can't believe I used to watch this shit.
Yes, everybody used to watch Saved by the Bell.
Bro, yeah, Dickerson is big, man. That's the one, yo, at the private camp. I'm looking at him and Milton Williams. them dudes is like,
Huge.
who was it? So one player was talking about Milton Williams and said they're like, dude has no neck.
Yeah, I heard it.
And I'm telling you, man, like Landon Dickerson, his leg. Well, there's a photo of Landon Dickerson standing next to Mac Jones. His cleat and leg are the size of Landon Dickerson's 2 legs.
What?
Go if you find that photo online somewhere.
When this took,
they took all the Bama guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at his leg and foot, it's the size of Mac Jones' 2 legs.
Who was that other Bama guy? Because I recognize Landon.
It was
Jalen, Devonta, Landon, Matt Jones, and then who's the guy from the Patriots?
I was a running back. I was running back from Patriots.
From last Alabama team? Would he back up to he was the backup to
trying to think of his name.
What's that dude's name? Harris? Was it Harris's backup or something?
Hold on. I got you. I got you, my guy. It was Damian Harris.
Yeah. Oh,
yep.
yeah. No, that's right. Harris.
Mac Jones.
Matt Jones.
I mean, Alabama's putting out. I mean, they're putting out good players. With the fact that we have 3. If you're Jalen Hurts is an Alabama guy too,
right? Because he played more years with Alabama. He's more Alabama than he is WU. That's for sure. Yeah, man. And they think we're gonna get another one next year. You know, I hope we get Mechie in the first round. That'd be great.
Yo, you see Calvin? You see? I mean, as a Bama guy. You see Calvin Ridley out here? I know you like proud dadding it. Putting Xavier Howard on skates and Byron Jones on skates. Like, bro, like that's what Devonta Smith was saying. They said, route running wise, and like think of all the great wideouts like Bama had Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. He said he studied Calvin Ridley.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs. Like you could, bro.
They've had a nice run right now. Honestly.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, if his route running was incredible last night.
Still left that's going to ball out this year. And, they're getting more that's going to probably ball out the year after and the year after, man. But I'm telling you, Billingsley and Mechie are probably the next 2 coming out. Mechie's a beast. Like, he might even be, I don't know, I won't say too much. Like he's going to be better Devontae or something like that. But Mechie was a beast last year, too. And I think now that Jalen Waddle and Devonta Smith out of his way, look for that guy to ball out this year.
Yeah, man.
So, but hey, man, we went strong here. I know you say you still got to get to that.
Oh, yeah. I just sent a message to my guys. I was like, don't worry. I didn't forget about y'all. Because we still got to do our recap from last night. Yeah, I mean, we do definitely got to get you on there.
Yes, man.
Sooner or later.
I need to get on other people's shows too. I think that'll help me.
Bro, you everywhere though. You got like a show every day.
Yeah. Well, actually, the only shows that are guaranteed right now are the Bird Game Uncensored with Uncensored every Sunday. But actually, me and Tone DeShield says we're gonna start doing a pre-game show and after a post-game show.
Like last year was our first year. We're doing a pre-game show and after show. And I think it's great. Like a lot of people actually enjoyed it. But we're actually going to be at the games. Ooh. So, like our pre-game is. Well, I mean, it's like because it was weird for us to like actually finally like do like a pre and after show because we were always like at the game. So it was like it was a something new for us. You know what I mean?
Do you like the play-by-play?
Would I ever like to do play-by-play?
Do you ever do play-by-play?
No.
Play-by-play? Me, that seems kind of hard a little bit. Like I'd be too interested in the game. You probably won't hear too much from my mouth unless it was some.
I mean, you really have to know the rosters and you know all the minor details of what they're trying to do. Some of those announcers out there, like you could tell when they don't really know the offense or they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jordan Mail later. Like you got to know the names. You got to. It's an intense. You know, I bumped into Ross Tucker at practice, and he actually came to one of our tailgates, and it was just funny. Just like he's like, oh, he's like, it was great that he's like, you got, you're finally out here. I'm like, yeah, man, just trying to be like you, man. And he posted that post being an Eagle fan as a kid, and he's like, this is how it started, and this is how it. I mean, if that's any inspiration, any people out here doing content is Eagle fan, became a player, and now he's next in line to, he's doing a great job calling these games for, these Eagles games. So, I mean, he could be your next Merrill.
I love Merrill though. That guy's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Merrill's a nice guy. Like meeting him in person, he's got his own like aura.
Is he around the area right now?
Yeah, he's always around here.
Yeah. Did you see him open practice?
Sometimes he's there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spuds is walking around. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like everything that you. I mean, it's a really cool experience because like these are all the guys that I saw you. I saw your boy Chris Franklin out there. RandJ.com. So I mean, like, I wanted to go up to Chris and be like, but everybody's in their element trying to get these clips and these notes and like, so everybody's in their element. So I try to usually when I go, I try to say what's up to Kemsky because that's my guy that I ride with. And again, another content creator who started just like everyone else years ago. So it's always good to see the people that have. What's that?
He started like a normal content creator type thing.
Blogging the Beast, where he covered the NFC East. People don't. I mean, Elliott Shore Park, same thing. I mean, so this is when you see people make it to the next. And it's like you see guys that that have been putting in the work are on the sidelines and now doing their. Obviously everyone will have their own favorite beat writer, but it's like you do have to respect that. The people that put in the work, put in the time, like you don't get there without putting in the work. So I mean, everybody's in their element. So I saw Chris, and he's just like, and I know, from talking to Chris, just how excited he is to be there, and he's doing his thing, and it's like to me, I'm just like, yeah, this is great, man. This is what it's,
Awesome.
So I'm gonna try and link up with Chris. He lives close to where I'm at now, so. Try to catch up with him. Again, this is about networking and creating a great community to bounce off of,
Yes. That's how I feel about it too, man. I'm trying to get involved with all you guys so we can all be one big family.
Randall is gonna try and get the whole family to move up to Philly.
Yeah. It's happening, man. By next year. That's my goal. Yeah, because like I said, all I have to do is rent my house out, and now hopefully I'll pay the rent for there. I just got, I want to go to a game this year so I can see the area, drive around the areas, and see what would be a good area to live in. I know Philly got some killers out there.
Philly's no joke.
That's what I hear.
And being in man,
either like the east, the west side of Birmingham.
I worked in New York City for like 21 years, and there's the areas where in Philly, like I'm not even. I see some of my cousins. I'm like, my cousin's like, yeah, we're not going down that block. Yeah. I mean, I just said Philly's just. I don't know, man. Is
that like near the stadium type thing?
Or is that? Well, I had a friend like that was down in South Philly last week, and this dude tried to stab her, at CVS. Outside CVS.
Picking up the medicine.
And she was like, glad she's okay. But I'm just saying.
What are you thinking? Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes outside of the stadium range?
Yeah, what's up, Mitch? I'm supposed to jump on Mitch's show on Monday. I mean, it's just there's pockets, man. There's pockets. I mean, I'm not gonna like. There's nice parts of Philly too, but I'm just saying.
That's how it is everywhere, though. Really,
Like
if you go back to California, L.A., there's good parts of L.A., but there's horrible parts of L.A.
Like Manhattan and like Brooklyn. Like Brooklyn used to have like it's like about Marcy Project where like what the rappers would be talking about like
Meek Mill.
They trying to move everyone out of there, man. It's crazy, man.
Being Philly, do you see all the Meek Mills riding their little quads?
Oh,
the street?
Yeah.
See,
When you see dudes riding horses in Philly.
Wow.
Philly's on another level, man. That's why people like Philly. It's so authentic, you know.
So I'm looking at the countryside.
You be like, I live from outside of Philly, 30 minutes out. Hey, man, whatever gets you close.
Anything that get me like, I feel like anything that would get me 30 to 45 minutes away from the stadium. Like if I can be that close in whatever direction is the best direction, you know.
And I'm right on the border of Pennsylvania, Wilmington.
And that's a good area.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 20 minutes from the stadium.
Is it expensive?
Not compared to New York City.
But nothing really.
Well, that's like after the pandemic. I haven't been to New York City almost 2 years now. It's crazy. The lifestyle.
Like how long would it take you to get to New York? Like a couple
from
hours?
here, hour 45 minutes.
And you still ain't been back?
I haven't been back since the pandemic.
Dang.
Yeah, I've been at like working in Times Square. Like you want to talk about a lot of people? Like I'm not going back there until I have to.
Till I have to.
People from all over the world. Like it's great to be, bro. It's great to be. My job is right outside where the ball drops, so it's nice not to be there, not be there. So, I mean, I'm 20 minutes from the stadium. I'm getting to do all this Eagles stuff live.
That's so
it's great.
Sick. That's
Come on, man.
I'm gonna look up. You said Wimbledon. I'm gonna see that area.
Wilmington, Delaware.
In Delaware?
Yep, Wilmington, Delaware.
So it's not even in Pennsylvania. No.
It's right on the border.
So the stadium's right on the border of Philly?
It's in South Philly.
Oh. But you said it was only 20 minutes away, right?
Yep. I drive the way I drive. It's about 25 minutes. I'd be like.
So that fast. You're in Delaware though? I never even been in Delaware before.
Yep. Jersey, Delaware, and Philly, all close.
Like in that little.
Yep.
I'm gonna check it out, man, because I know I've been to Jersey. It was all right.
I lived in Jersey for 21 years, bro.
You like Delaware better or Jersey?
Nah, I just like being close to the stadium. My dad lives in Delaware, so you know, so it's been good seeing family, seeing my birds now. So it's great right now.
Like, okay, I'll be at the stadium in 20 minutes. Let me finish what I gotta do real fast.
I'll be at the pro shop. They'd be like, "You're back again, bro?" Like nothing's new here.
But I'm back, baby.
Like go home.
No.
Like, and then you got people's in there. Then they start knowing you. Like, so when something new comes in, let me know.
All right.
That's how you do it. That's how you build your community, bro.
Shoot, my guy. I'll be right there for you.
That's how you do it.
Well, hey, man, it's a pleasure, man. I'm gonna let you get to your show. You gotta do with your guys. Much love, to man. In here rocking with us today. You know, his link for 4th and JAWN is in the comments. You probably have to go up some ways now, but it's still there. Go give them some love over there in 4th and JAWN. Those guys do a great job over there. And yeah, my guy, whenever you guys want to have me on 4th and JAWN, you know, check out my show too. Have you guys checked out the show? I have Philly Notion and Cool Cat.
Yeah, I peeped y'all. Yeah, Cool Cat. I saw Cool Cat at the open practice. He sat with us.
Made that up myself, man. It was funny.
Yeah, cool.
He like asked me if I wanted to do one show. I thought it was like one show, and then they said, it's a weekly thing. And I was like, whoa, when did I?
Cool Cat.
Awesome,
we sat together. We sat together last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago.
Nice.
He was holding the seats down, bro. Like Cool Cat is cool. Cool Cat. He tailgates with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
He knows.
And that's another reason, we got a Birds on Broad Street. That's our other page, our other show. And it's like, why not be a bird that actually is on Broad Street? Like, that's why I need to get down there. I want to be on Broad Street one of those days we're having a show.
I used to see Cool Cat walk by. I'm like, yo, cool. I was like, yo, come on in, man. I was like, you ain't gotta. I was like, yo, have some food, have a beer, relax.
He just be chilling, man.
He'd be doing his own thing, bro. But it's that's what
made my intro for me.
Yeah, when you see people just, you go to the stadium, it's like seeing your family. So it's always like it's awesome.
That is awesome, man. Yeah, man, that's tight. That's why I say I am gonna do it.
All right, man.
The energies.
Do it.
Out there, my guy. Then don't forget too, you and Bama, baby. I'm your guy.
I want to see a Bama game.
Yeah. You know what you should do? Come to the
Senior Bowl.
Well, yeah, that you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
I want to get there with you. Yeah, I'm talking about come to the Iron Bowl.
Okay.
Bama versus Auburn. And that's the big year right there. That if you want to come to any game, that's the game to come to.
Okay.
That's where you just feel the real passion.
I would like to see Bama versus LSU too.
I don't know if they play them at home this year, do they?
That would be. I just feel like that would be.
But no game bigger. It's kind of like USC and UCF.
Yeah.
That game right there, man. If you want the full hatred for the sides, like everybody's here. You picking a color, either you crimson or you blue and orange. One or two. You don't get to do both. Like I do both, and they get mad at me. They're like, "Which one do you like more?" I like both of them. I'm a USC fan. Cause I'm a USC fan first and foremost.
Yeah.
Alabamian, So now that I'm out here, like I like Alabama, but I like Auburn too. Like either one of them. And then my girl's an Auburn fan, so she be kind of pushing that Auburn side.
Hey, gotta make wifey happy, man.
Exactly. So that's why I say both of them. Hey, both of them. But like I said, I like Alabama. I watched probably more Alabama games than Auburn games, but.
And you're my Bama intel.
Yes. So be on the lookout for Mechie this year, baby. Mechie and Billingsley are going to be ballers this year. Their quarterback's not looking bad either. He's looking good. So
check out some linemen for me, okay? Because we might need some.
I will do. I'll be on the scout. I'll be your scout, your local scout.
All right, my guy.
All right,
always,
man.
Always good being on your channel. Let me know if you need anything from me. You got to get up to the stadium.
I will.
Let's make this happen.
Need you to help me figure out a good game. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be cheaper. I need like a cheap deal to get down there. It's gonna be tough. You think it'll work if I were to go down there the day before a game?
Go there with no tickets, and then you buy half hour before the game starts.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Someone told me about that, but I was like, how pissed I'll be if I went all the way to Philly to try to do that?
They're always tickets.
Didn't get no tickets because they're still too expensive.
People will sell them.
Yeah. Half hour before the game, huh?
I went to the NFC Championship. I got a standing room ticket. That means I had to stand on like a deck.
The whole game?
The whole game.
For NFC Championship, though?
The Vikings game. That was the only game where there's no seats.
That's worse.
Standing room only, and then I got elbowed in the back of the head.
Ooh.
When Patrick Robinson intercepted that ball.
You think that's better than tailgating out front? Because you're in there, huh? Because you're like in there.
I had to be in there. But what I'm saying, normally you can get tickets, but for that was like sold out, dude. But the only thing I found was a standing room. So
I'm gonna figure it out, man.
All right, man. Make it happen.
And then We'll work on everything. While I'm tailgating with you, we'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks again for coming to the show, guys. Much love to you, my guy. Gayle, go do your thing, my guy. And fly, Eagles, fly. Until next time, this Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm Bird Gang 31, and we are out. Peace.